Sitting here together today to talk a little about the electronic ISTA certificates. I have Claudia Falch with me, and Claudia, I had the opportunity to visit your organization, your company, Klein Karoo Seed Production in South Africa 2 years ago, actually, or 1.5 years ago, after the ISF Congress in Cape Town. Your laboratory is accredited since 5 years and went through its first re-accreditation just recently. You yourself are a member of the ISTA Proficiency Committee, and your laboratory organized the last PT round on Arachis hypogaea. Beginning 2024, you hosted an ISTA workshop on quality assurance. This means that your laboratory is a very active ISTA member. Klein Karoo Seed Production is a seed producer, and your laboratory is a company-driven seed testing laboratory. May I ask you a few questions on the ISTA eCertificates, because you were the first using it. What was the intention of you to become ISTA accredited actually in the first place?
Well, Andreas, one of the biggest challenges in South Africa with the export of seed is turnaround times. So Klein Karoo Seed Production is set in the rural town of Oudtshoorn, which is halfway between Cape Town in the Western Cape and Port Elizabeth in the Eastern Cape, which is the two major harbours for export in South Africa. However, most seed testing facilities are in the Gauteng region, and that's approximately 1,200 kilometers away. It has always been a challenge to get ISTA samplers timeously to sample for OICs and get a quick turnaround time for testing. For this reason, it made economical sense to get accredited and be able to assist our own seed production company, first of all, with OIC requirements, but then secondly, to assist all other seed production companies in the southern parts of South Africa. And through this, we can serve a broader spectrum within the seed industry.
Since July 15 last year, ISTA opened the possibility of issuing e-certificates. Klein Karoo Seed Production, as I mentioned, was the first laboratory to order e-certificates and use them. Thank you and congratulations for this achievement. What was your intention to move to e-certificates actually?
Well, thank you very much for the congratulations, Andreas. It was a surprise that we were the first in the world to start using the new system. I'm personally a big believer in new technologies and staying on the forefront of innovation. With the new electronic system, I'm able to supply my clients with their OIC and BIC certificates within minutes from the time the tests are completed and all the data are captured. So with paper copies, we had to courier certificates to our clients with a delay of several days. Furthermore, it was always a challenge to get new batches of blank certificates from ISTA, and it could take up to 6 weeks for us to get it delivered, and it was quite expensive.
By now, Klein Karoo Seed Production issued, and that's my last information, 102 e-certificates. Are you still using paper copies or paper certificates as well for some seed lots?
No, since we've moved over to the electronic system, we haven't done any paper certificates anymore. We don't have any in stock anymore. So we're fully electronic now. We phased out all paper certificates within the first 6 weeks of moving over to the e-certificates.
Which system do you use? We have different opportunities. Do you fill your e-certificates manually or by using the Excel table?
Well, I'm currently only using the manual completion of the e-certificates. We don't often have big batches of OICs from one client, so it's most often 1 or 2 applications at a given time. We also don't have a LIMS system, so I can't create an Excel table to import into the new system.
What are your experiences with the system itself?
The system is very easy to use and to complete when you start understanding the workings. So in the beginning it was quite difficult. I found the navigation between e-certificates and the search function to be more challenging. But I think the question of improvement over time is the more users start using the system and interact with the system and the developers, the easier it's going to start getting. We struggled in the beginning with getting our signature and the company stamp in the right format and the correct size. But when that was sorted, the biggest IT challenges from the laboratory side was sorted.
Do you have any experience on the acceptance by your clients and during shipment of seed lots?
I haven't received any negative comments from any of the 4 clients with whom we've started issuing e-certificates. And we have been using e-certificates since August the 14th. So that is making it almost 6 months for only using e-certificates. And I would guess at least 80 plus shipments exporting to various countries all over the world. I've only experienced positive acceptance from my clients.
That's good. Do you have any recommendation on the e-certificates system or any advice to other seed testing laboratories?
My advice for other seed testing laboratories would be to take the leap of faith. It is so worthwhile. So many of the areas within the import and export sector have moved to electronic systems to assist in turnaround times and ease the burden on paperwork. We, as a seed testing community, should not stay behind. Papers can be misplaced, it can be damaged, it can get lost. With e-certificates, there's always a way to refer back to the original issued. I have a few suggestions that might assist in making the overall experience more user-friendly, including to be able to see the OIC number in the initial list screen instead of only the lot information. I'm unfortunately very particular in the way I like information displayed and would like to be able to include some client information in a different manner than what is currently possible. They are, however, only facelifting. The system itself is very well thought through.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much for your time and the valued information you've shared with us. I hope to come back to your facility in South Africa soon, so that Klein Karoo will support ISTA and hope that Klein Karoo will support ISTA in future as you are doing it now. Thank you for this opportunity to share your experience and all the hard work which went into your area. And I'm looking very much forward to see you again and talk to you again.
Thank you very much, Andreas and ISTA. And we hope to be able to work further with ISTA in the coming year of 2025 and have another big workshop. And hopefully we will see some of the other ISTA members in South Africa as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Claudia.